Well, as we are now nearing the end of August, a lot of people, of course, talking about and thinking about fall, and that includes Chef Julie, as she's celebrating really one of my favorite things about fall, though.
Apple crisp.
I love apples.
It doesn't get much better than apple crisp, and I love apples, and you know we'll be able to pick apples just any time now. We're right there on the edge of all the fun, so I thought let's just do a fun apple dessert, kind of step into fall a little early. And what we'll do with the apple crisp, we're going to start with making the crisp part.
Which is my favorite
Which is the favorite part.
The crumble on the
crumble,
top.
yes, and there's some fun things we can do with this also, not just with apple crisp. But what I've started with are 6 tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay.
Then I am going to add, we've got about a ½ cup of flour.
Okay.
And we've got some brown sugar. If you go to bakingwithjulie.com, you'll see the recipe. We've got pecans here, chopped pecans, and some oats, about 3/4 cup of that. And if you want to put in, that's just a little bit of apple pie spice and some salt.
Okay.
Yep, and just put that in there. And we're just going to stir it all around. And that's about all there is to that. As far as the mixing part, it's pretty simple. Now, what I like about this recipe in general, if you have friends who are vegan,
okay,
if you have friends who are gluten-free, it is so easy to modify this dessert to satisfy those.
Really?
So, yes. So let's say you have someone who's vegan. Instead of using butter, use coconut oil.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Do everything exactly the same. If you have someone who is, you know, gluten-free, then you can use, you know, a gluten-free kind of flour, almond flour or whatever, and make sure you can actually buy oats that are officially gluten-free.
Oh, nice.
Now, oats among themselves don't have gluten, but the sorting facilities will often be sorting wheat and things, and so cross-contamination can really happen. But you are able, and Food City has it, you can find it, there are oats that are certified gluten-free.
Oh, nice.
And so that makes it so easy, you know, to make those folks happy. And they still get to participate.
And they get to enjoy it. Yes.
Yes.
And I love how that butter starts just kind of
smell it.
Yes. It's like, that's like one of those smells, I think, when we think about fall and we remember back, and our moms used to make those desserts, or our grandmothers, and the whole house is going to smell with that brown sugary buttery.
Yes. Now that's all you have to do. You don't have to heat this up in the microwave. If you melt the butter first, you're good. What I like to do with this crumble, it's not just for apple crisp. So if you're making an apple muffin or a blueberry muffin or pumpkin bread or whatever, once you've put the batter in, however you're doing it, sprinkle some of this on top.
Oh.
And then let it bake.
Nice.
Yes.
And it'll do that same thing.
It'll do the same thing.
Get that crunchy
It'll do the same thing. Or maybe you're not a nut person. Leave the nuts out. Increase, you know, maybe the oats a little bit. I do use rolled oats, if you noticed it. It's not the quick cook because you get more texture.
Okay.
So this is a very versatile thing. This is one of those little things you can use in the kitchen for multiple applications, not just one dessert.
And I like how easy it was. All we have to do is melt our butter.
That's
and
it.
Then we're set
and then you're
ready
good
to go. And you have put this recipe along with many others on your website.
Bakingwithjulie.com has this recipe plus lots more.
And lots of great tips too. I always get some good stuff from it. All right, well, we're gonna come back and she's gonna show us how to make the filling. We're talking apples and all that good stuff on this Food City Friday. Don't forget, for more great recipes, including this one, you can go to bakingwithjulie.com. And for everything on the ingredients, you can always visit foodcity.com.